If you think hope changes everything, follow me. Anna is sure she'll do her utmost for the child's surgery, which means paying. Watching her baby wheeled into the operating room is like a psychological thriller, so stressful. This pressure forced Anna from the oar. She walked downstairs, encountering someone unexpected. When Anna was pregnant, her buddy was little T, and this was also T's first time in the maternity ward. He lifted T's spirits and often chatted with her, fostering a strong bond. Unfortunately, Anna's last 2 years were turbulent, cutting off contact with T. When Anna inquired about T's kid, T mentioned her child's heart only had 2 chambers. Nevertheless, she decided to raise them. Watching her baby peacefully lying in the crib, T felt this was her whole universe. But in the middle of the night, she suddenly realized something was off with the baby. She hurriedly grabbed the little one in the crib like they were her own, staring into T's eyes. What a strange game of mother and child. She tapped on the kid, hoping to ring for help from a nurse like some superhero, but no matter how hard she tried to call, no one showed up at her bedside, so T had to go solo, but thankfully she was found in time to save her life. But unfortunately, that day marked the end for the child's life. Shelby Ann Taylor. April 19-22, 1996, after years of silence. He finally mustered up the courage to have another child. Today she's here for a checkup, praying everything goes smoothly, no surprises. Anna didn't want to mention the dwarfism case, but she thought it through and realized T was also a victim and deserved to be informed, so she spilled everything she knew. If T wanted to join in the investigation, they'd have more strength, and voila, the dwarfism news appeared in the Times. Helen, seeing the article, passed the paper to her husband, firmly believing toxic chemicals had infiltrated the A number of babies were born with dwarfism. Helen, whose child also had it, took her baby to Anna's door and found Anna's face covered in bruises. Turns out people thought Anna's actions were for attention, which infuriated Anna, leading to brawl. Helen quickly showed Anna her kid. It turns out her child was also a dwarf, but the dwarfism was in the feet, and Helen just wanted to vent to Anna. As more visitors showed up, Anna's determination to uncover the truth. She sought T to discuss things, only to find T happily shopping with her twins. Anna congratulated her right away. Anna got to the point. I'm a bit rough around the edges, but you're a cultured CPA. Can you help me find a lawyer? To help these mothers and their kids look, a lawyer is knocking on Anna's door. Anna asked the lawyer why she wanted to take her case, and the lawyer honestly replied that her goal was to help these poor, ordinary people. The lawyer stated she grew up in a humble background, and now that people here are in trouble, she genuinely wanted to assist. After reviewing Anna's list of affected families, the lawyer said they must find common risk factors among the mothers to prove town council negligence and boost winning chances. In the end, to everyone's surprise, Anna actually ended up choosing her. And Eomat at letter 3ca a circumflex, Eomat 3 Oemat Cyrillic letter 4 ABC Eogad plus or minus, a circumflex small cap pendar sign turned retroflex quarter W Ogrov Eomat Yakut Egrov Yaqut letter 3ca Pam copyright A sense to quarter 0 Chinese letter until the circumflex A circumflex Ezidu a quarter Ogrov symbol 365 micro half Eomat Yaqut micro L hatchek letter 1B0 letter 27C0 Itilda Ogrov Chinese letter. The list originally had only 10 people, but when the day came, Anna and the lawyer realized that way more people showed up. The bar was packed. Subtitle: The lawyer stood in front of everyone to express her opinions, and her remarks prompted the parents present to nod their heads in agreement repeatedly. Everyone thought the lawyer was making perfect sense, and having such help raised their chances in court significantly. The town council was no pushover. Upon learning lawyers were aiding these families to gather evidence, they summoned them promptly. Subtitles: They even handed out the local health report to all. The council shamelessly claimed, "The number of deformed children in our town is not only normal, but below average." Hearing this, Anna was understandably furious, as their words couldn't convince her one bit. She stormed out, followed by T and the other parents. Everyone knew the council was lying, but there was no evidence. After telling the lawyer about today's events, he said not to panic and contact an epidemiology professor to check for report oversights. Sure enough, they uncovered something, and Anna got a call from the lawyer indicating one of the 4 viewpoints had been validated. Meanwhile, the lawyer also brought Anna some wonderful news. The TV stations were extremely interested in this matter and invited Anna and Helen for an interview, given that both of their children were notable special cases. One with a hand deformity, the other with a foot deformity. They were glaringly obvious examples, and other parents were also tuning into this news. They all hoped this matter would draw more media attention and get them justice. At the end of the interview, Anna revealed the lawyer's phone number, hoping more victims would step forward. Just as Anna finished reciting the phone number, the phone by the TV rang immediately. The lawyer jumped up to answer it. It was all other victims calling. After seeing the news, they also sought justice, and that night the lawyer received crucial updates. A Thai medical expert called the lawyer into the office, saying they'd found the cause of the deformities. The culprit was heavy metal contamination. Exposure during pregnancy resulted in newborn deformities. It turned out that a few years back, construction waste was transported via dump trucks that passed through town, kicking up a storm. People were too scared to hang their clothes out, and those tiny dust particles containing heavy metals caused so many kids to suffer. For this case, the court demanded Thai medical experts be 95, certain, advising the lawyer to maintain control. In simple terms, they recommended listing babies with existing defects as victims, and it was best not to include cases like diastasis newborn. Out of dozens of families, only 18 qualified, so if just these 18 filed a suit, their odds would significantly improve. As victory seemed near, the lawyer didn't want so many families to fade into silence at dawn.